go. Going to send out notifications. Alright, welcome to the Druidic Stormcloud channel where we are going to be playing Pathfinder Kingmaker today. Very interesting game so far, and one that we have failed at once, forcing me into my usual role of being the druid. It is something I have no choice but to come to terms with, really. In further news, I have posted a couple of things on my Discord, Blue Sky, and on Twitter. Well, X now, but Twitter, it's still Twitter, about a planned event of sorts. Where I will be adding just a bit of chaos to my Monster Hunter Wilds character. Be sure to drop by any of those three websites to be able to look into that. I'm letting you pick the gender and 3 adjectives to describe the character. If I either get 5 or on Wednesday, I will be setting up a poll over on Discord to have people select from what people came up with. Now, I will be using my own judgment and interpretation of these adjectives, but I want people to understand that I am relinquishing this. I'm doing it this way because attempting to do it the way I have in the past, where I have my friends hop on and give the whole scenario, does take a lot of time. And in most cases, you're not able to hear my friend's side of the conversation. Now, without further ado, let's hop on over to the game. Scene change. And we're going to load. Now, autosave was that? That is that? Okay, we're here. Alright. So with that a little bit more. And we can now exit here, talk to our local bard. Okay. We have the Pathfinder thing over there, which we're not going to get involved with. This playthrough is literally just to four. Three. One. Alright, and the guard is over at this location, if I recall. I still just call her a guard. No, she was at the other one. I think she's at one of them. It's not gonna be that one. There we go. Alright, that's all of that. I did this in case there were any key points later on that we could pick up on. Except that. Let's go ahead and... oh, not that. Do we not have access to formation in here? Okay. Alright, continue. We have a random encounter. Honestly, though, we're probably going to need to do the berry one first. Oh. Ah, that was not what I... That was not what I did not want to do that. Load game. Autosave. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the skies, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting seemingly at random. I don't like the look of this man. He looks like the kind that can cast an evil eye on the evil eye. Visible fog? Does that mean you can see your way through it? This fog is wrong, hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Who are you? He freezes for a moment. Remus. Well, that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. He wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. Passant must look. No one else can. Right, 6. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Todorico? He is not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those that could stand against him and might get still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's old, but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? South of the trading post. He's in an old tomb south of the trading post. Thank you. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? All the more reason not to linger. Farewell. He turns and walks away slowly, muttering, Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Right, now we're going to set up... we have. Excellent. It remains as we had set before. Enter the berry cave. And here we go, a battle. Bet you were waiting for this. Okay, we're starting off with our bard. Yeah, no, you're just gonna shoot the monitor lizard and end your turn. Excellent. Knocked it down, and we're going to... Oh, that was my character.
Let us strike as one.
Okay. Let's be able to take this one out.
You deserved it.
Alright, skinned them and collected this stuff. Can sell the hides for stuff later.
All according to plan.
Didn't take any damage either, which is good. There's the cave. Let's make sure to... Yep, okay.
Enemy approaching.
Alright, here we go. Giant spiders.
They go down.
We're going to have some problems. There's more. Alright.
Any last wishes?
You're literally only good against other humanoids. Good thing you have ranged attack. And if we got two over there, let's go ahead and focus on that area first. Stand here and end turn. You're gonna attack that one, and let's send you over here to check on more area.
Do not falter. This is where I step in.
And miss horribly. There is much less of a delay when playing on PC. Alright, so let's check tab. We got something over here. Silver ring, potion of mage armor, and some gold. Alright, so the only way forward is over here. As far as I can tell, anyway. We should probably do this. Alright, remove this and give you a torch. Yeah, only you. we go. Go there and end your turn. There are even more enemies. Have a miss on that.
Bring it!
Excellent. We'll send you here.
Serves you right.
We're rushing up.
Onwards!
Like, you don't finish them off. Yeah, this one will get up. That one's turn would come first.
A calculated risk.
And still nothing we can grab from them. Okay.
In due time.
There are the fangberries. What about the kobolds? There's a dead kobold here. Oh, swarms. Yay. If it's telling us about them.
To arms!
Okay, here we go. And if it's the wolf or my dog first. And then the giant spider rushes up. Try and hit it with an arrow.
You deserved it.
Hey, I actually hit.
They go down! Look at me, Goron!
Let's set you here as a light source. And you'll go and get into melee with that one. That's all. Because we're going to defeat it right away. Alright. I want to grab the fangberries on the way out instead of worrying too much. Oh, they got poisoned. That's just great.
Bring it!
Hang on. Nauseated. Unable to attack spells consciousness. Okay. Still nauseated, can't attack. Okay, that's bad.
Let us strike as one!
Any last wishes?
Alright. Let's hope it is a very temporary state. That's not good.
Tear them apart!
There we go. Raging Barbarian on the move.
Do not hold back!
Managed to get rid of the swarm. Excellent. There's another swarm. Not so excellent.
This is where
Shoot
I
the
step
swarm. Doesn't matter if you miss. There we go. Good dog. Oh, we sped it up apparently. And it's mostly full health. So don't have to worry too much about healing yet. Another one.
Onwards! Hurry!
Okay.
serves you right.
Hey, we actually hit it. Alright. Still nothing from you. There we go. We are down to that swarm. Engulfing is a terrible situation, and they are dealt with. Orc double battle axe. Got coal and the masterwork dagger. What's our weight limit? Let's get in there. Okay. Wand of Cure Moderate Wounds. Less Restoration, Rare Roots. Alright, I guess we are grabbing the berries and returning to the alchemist first and foremost.
This is not possible. I can't.
Or nature. Abilities. Here we go. Or nature. She has +6. We had +7. Alright,
Here I am. See? That was easy.
okay, so we have the fangberries. They spoil quickly. Let's get them to the alchemist. Travel. Enter. Right, I've got those tasks of yours. Are these the berries you were looking for? After a quick glance at the basket, Boken grabs a fistful of the berries and shoves them into his mouth. A smile of delight brightens his face. Ah, fangberries. So fresh. You've been good to an old man. Thank you. Here, take these potions. If you need more, feel free to return. I'll even give you a discount. Let's talk about something else, and I should go. Now talk to this guy and sell. Show me your wares. Right. Club, 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 bow, 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 bow. Orc double axe +1. That'll sell for a good amount. Short sword. Silver ring. Okay, cast bless is specifically for bless. Okay. Masterwork dagger, don't need that. Do need that. Actually, carved beads. Camping supplies, keep those. Cheese, keep. Coal, coal, coal. Incense. Mother of the lizard scales. Pearl. Rare roots. Silver disc. Alright, with all that, we can actually take a look at some of the stuff that we couldn't before. How much was that bag of holding? This guy sells a bag of holding. Just a small one, but I know it's here. Must be below the camping supplies. I swear it was here before. Oh, here we are. Still out of range. We'll make the deal. And we will be back for that bag of holding.
That is not far.
Let's rest up. Oh, she has a task for me. It's a very personal request and maybe not important enough for your time. I'll completely understand if you say no, but first time the Stag Lord thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring, just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, and asked if I'd marry him. I was there sitting in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or I'd say something stupid and everyone would start laughing. Or everyone around would laugh. She rubs herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. She drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There's one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. Can't promise anything, but if I do come across the ring, I will return it to you. And I have to go. I mean, if we can avoid using our camping supplies, then let's do that. That's my point of view on the matter anyway, so... We still need to come across the kobolds and the vegetables they are holding. And I could access any of them. Alright, so there's no time limit on those. I'm in the ancient tomb. And the ancient tomb's over there. Alright. Let's do this. Tortusio! Also, we're gonna save real quick. Gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel, Tortusio, who you know from your time in Rostov. Vile gnome is standing on a small hill expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still doggy. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come on! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golarion.
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Aram, I would be happy to see you among my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tortusio.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tortuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Hey, Hey, we got the dwarf back. But is this a good thing or a bad thing? We don't know yet. Actually, that's a good point. We can actually daze again. They succeeded.
Bring it!
Oh, you're
Let us strike
that one. Alright. Oh, they have enlarge. That's not good. Nature's ally. Not really a point in holding much back at the moment. Really? Okay. Go into a rage. And then charge forward. Now you're going to go and hold over here. Let's trigger defensive fighting for you. We definitely need to take out that spellcaster. Please, my little minion. Yes! Good little minion. Oh, each of these is prepared separately. Right. Oh, those two ran off separately. So this is not... Okay.
Onward!
That's a miss. You always miss, don't you? Definitely miss more often than you hit. Okay, end turn.
You deserved it. I wrote it like I saw it.
Okay. Our stone is almost completely worn away over the ages. Distinguish a snake, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. Judging by the outline, this bas relief once depicted a sun and moon. Now it is almost completely eroded. On closer inspection, you can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. Seemed from afar to be but crags in the stone. It turned out to be faded image of the sun, a grinning Jekyll skull, and apparently structured image. Okay.
My search was not in vain.
Ancient Cyclops coin. Okay, that's going to the head over here. Or not. Either way, the ancient Cyclops coin has got to be something for a puzzle.
Oh, I don't like surprises. Patience.
Okay, so that's the only way we can go. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of the tomb. The forest stretches an unending path, or an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartusio and his companions has gone cold. But we would not give up so easily, whether the trail went cold or not. It was one we had to follow. And a successful lore check. No blade of grass was bent. It must have been enough. It must have had enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge of the grass, we trampled down the soil, and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walking away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Try to imagine who or what left those claw marks. And here, the claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean. And more, these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled into Kobold lands. should be cautious. Examine the path that snakes along the gully. The path was frequently used, and its dust up both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those who did. What about the ones that led into the gully? To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes, and then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. Yeah. Ah. Illusion magic, where the lonely trail ascended into the gully. Interesting. Interesting. So, here we have a choice to make. Was Tartuccio disguising himself as a gnome the whole time? No, he's not a kobold in truth. Then it was one of his band that disguised themselves as a kobold to lure them into a trap? Perhaps. There's illusion magic, which means that the claws wouldn't be real, which means the claws wouldn't leave footprints. How did they change it? Questions. Let's check the one beside the gully. He did not expect us to be there. First, the path went right along the steep edge, but soon it turned, circling around a thick and prickly bush. No sooner had we turned than we ran into a band of kobolds who were approaching from the opposite direction. If there were any more footprints on the path, the kobolds surely trampled them. We had no time to concern ourselves with that. Yeah, it was well used, wasn't it?
We will be victorious.
Stay behind me!
That was bad. Alright, no, nothing from you yet.
Any last wishes?
Repent.
Of course, you missed mutagen constitution.
Let us strike as one! Do not falter!
Oh, that's not good. And they didn't take much damage.
Bring it!
This is where I step in.
That was a good bit of damage.
Your life ebbs low.
Ooh, boy.
Onwards!
Tear them apart! They go down!
Unfortunately, they're succeeding their saves.
Serves you right.
That was a miss.
What a waste.
Stay behind me!
Alright. Need some gelatin on them. And we got all of them. Okay, now let's pick up the loot.
As it should be.
Alright, with that we have more or less figured out the Tortuccio issue. Let's go ahead and deal with the Stag Lord.
I tire.
Oh, you have a level up you can do. And since we are starting to get everyone tired, begin resting. Talvis awoke inside the house, or suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and the smoke was wreathed beneath the low ceiling. Looked out the window. The instant he approached the window, the glass broke and an arrow hit him in the chest. Falling, he glimpsed a dozen dark figures standing around outside. His eyes dimmed. Talvis' skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of the waves. After opening his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Talvis. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Talvis." At this moment, Talvis finally awoke. Drenched in sweat, he told us of what he'd seen in the dream. That would be this river, probably. At the crossing there.
I tire.
Honestly, what the heck? He shouldn't be that bad off. I'm gonna move him back some, you back. You are going here, and we're fanning out the front line. There. Oh, This is... What is this? Scorched fragment of a necklace. Oh, interesting.
My search was not in vain.
In due time. Our victory is certain.
Okay, here we go. First, you shoot at this guy.
Deserved it.
Good job. You charge this one. You also charge this one. You're not gonna make it.
I don't like surprises.
There's True Strike, Blast. End of turn. As for you, seriously, you do not have any access to things. Let's do Flare on this.
Any last wishes?
Ring of Protection +1. Bandit's belongings are piled together in a messy heap. You find a cache under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid, a small hollow, you find a box full of bottles. An inscription inside reads, "Wine of the for the Stag Lord. Don't steal it if you fools. I'll make you rot." Alright. Excellent. We're going to do a kind of rude thing. We're going to poison all the wine jars. Now, going to save again because what's next is something that is dangerous. And we're going to attempt
I'm tired.
once more to camp.
Your sword is so amazing. Could never have imagined someone wielding such a huge blade.
Right? They took it from a frost giant as a trophy. I slaughtered so many of them giants with it. Now when they hear my name, they shit their pants.
Cooked a poor meal, but all things considered, I think we might have removed the condition. Excellent. Now then, let's take a look at the magic items we have real quick. Garnet ring can be equipped. It's sellable. Ring of protection. We're going to drop that onto our main character. Bracers of armor. This is studded leather. Still don't have a use for that. We have scrolls of cure light wounds. A wad of cure moderate wounds. A couple of potions just to be safe. Our dog does not have the access to any abilities to use items, which makes sense. Give you some potions. And now let's give you the blessed signet. Never know when that might come in handy. For you, I think you have what you need. Leather armor, studded leather, arcane chance, spell chance is the thing I'm worried about with you. Hide armor is medium armor. Scale mail is also medium. Yeah, let's give you scale mail. As for you, you have a chain shirt, or chain mail, which is better than scale mail. The dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably when she sees you. She squares her shoulders and clenches her index. Let's see. Now let's do the requires good one. Something in your words seems to have impressed Chrysla. She frowns for a moment and spits. Fine, I won't cut your throat, for now at least. But I also won't kneel to some Rostov upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Stleva? Well, she did ask me to show you mercy. I'm not sure why. So let's go with the chaotic good answer. There's nothing below there, so yeah, 2. Mercy, huh? Haven't heard that in the Stolen Lands for a long time. Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord's been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than on what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult from some Rostov crook like Jamandi, then you're right. We chose the wrong leader. So go ahead. Do whatever you're gonna do. I won't stop you. But I won't help you either. And here, give this to her. The bandit places a ring in your hand and then leaves. Hey, we did it! We talked our way out of it. see a dark-haired man of about 45. Through the wrinkles on his face, you make him. The wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He is currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at you at the light as he moves his lips as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise Estoli. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Kavkin. I'm a priest of Aristil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. They said they wanted to take me to their leader to make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Aristil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. Yeah, let's release him. He mumbers a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest man as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exchanged my I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given me by your stroll on my own. How can I search for the temple when those bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head over to the trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of a temple of the Elk, come inform old Judd. My gratitude will know no bounds.
Applause, please.
Okay. Honestly, let's go ahead and drop that item back off. I think. Let's continue on.
All according to plan.
With this, we have exited on the other side of the river. This is going to let us continue on. Hang on. What's this? Abandoned hut. Ruins of an old temple.
I tire.
More strength. Thanks.
Yeah, time to rest. we got the rations. We didn't get the meal. And with that, we save. Continue. Let's investigate this hut.
I tire.
If your kingdom is destroyed, the game will be over. Apparently that can happen.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's go with the cooking. Begin resting like this.
You constantly talk about the end of times, that we'll all die. Don't you ever just want to have some fun?
I have fun when I watch your futile attempts to avoid the inevitable. It's truly funny.
Okay, we still failed at cooking.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
And there's a wolf.
Ah! Ah! This will hurt. Let's try this way.
This is where I step in. Serves you right.
Become as dust. Repent. Your life ebbs low.
And then back to resting. Okay. There's a ghost. That's the Guardian of the Bloom. This is where we were supposed to go. Mother, please, I looked for the herbs. There's enough time to... Silence, did you forget the rules? You speak when I say... But Father, 3 times. Well, this isn't good.
What's that?
Follow my lead.
Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You'll never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power. Or maybe you'd like to try the acid. Not save you any longer. won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. So this is the origin of the Stag Lord, apparently.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this fog.
Seems that you can only see, that only you can see or hear the nymph.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. What comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me about yourself. I would like to know more of my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. Plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers.
New notes creep into the aroma of the forest meadow. Now you smell a storm coming.
Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
That,
One day, perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep. The Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
what do I do next?
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the Druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. past may hide the answers that shape the future.
I'll return later.
I will be waiting.
You see that?
Ooh, token of the Dryad.
This requires your attention.
Narag's lost note. Went to the old Temple of the Elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place just like my soul. It used to shine once. Now it's hollow and horrible now. Did he spy on me? Maybe I should lock him up. No, let him be. What can he do? Useless coward. Just whimper and hide.
You come again. Did you find something? An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in a thicket not far from here. You will need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
Clear gold. Good. Starting to get a bit weighed down. Alright, and travel here, enter. Going to go ahead and first go and give this ring back to its proper owner. Listen, well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you could help us with a little problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods. Not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar as big as a bear and wicked as a devil. They claim the locals call him Tuskgutter. Many hunters have lost their life and limb to him. Veckel Binzen found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but it looks like there aren't any heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will get rid of this monster. Or rid us of this monster. Amiri livens up. Hey, we're better than the local wussies, right? Want to bet I can chop its head off? Chop off this Tuskgutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill this Tuskgutter. She gives you a wide grin and slaps you on her shoulder. Right, that's the way. I like it. Let's do it. Alright, we have a evil giant boar to deal with. Here's her ring. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. She sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. She wasn't... Cresselie wasn't her real name. Her real name's Irina. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd, until the day she passed. Mother complained about Irene constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. They're from Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irene. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Alright. Completed another quest. We're still pretty solidly in neutral good, which is good. And we are more than halfway to level 3. So let's go ahead and let's rest first. Take advantage of the option to rest when we can. And talk to you. Show me your wares. I might be able to buy a thing now. Gnome hooked hammer, composite longbow, light crossbow. Oh, it's in the simple proficiency group. I might be able to put it on my character. Longsword, heavy shield, short sword, short bow. Ashwork heavy flail as a martial weapon. Longsword +1. I'm going to give that to our knight. Garnet ring. Copper. Silver leather. Silver band. Supplies and rations, we got plenty of those. Right, so this, yeah, that's just for selling. Okay, sell, Edible moss is an ingredient. Foul cooking. There we go. Jadeite. Nuts, onions. Silver earring is a sellable. These are definitely sellable. Silver bell, silver inkwell, silver spoon, silver embroidered coin purse. And complete this deal, get the heavy, or the bag of holding. We're down to buyback, aren't we? No? We haven't even gotten to it. Okay. We could afford full plate, yes, but we won't. Because this about 10 more of those. And then we're done. Open this up. Bag of holding.
Someone else would make better use of this.
Huh. It's not even usable? Notable? Other. It's under other. Okay. Well, either way, let's continue on.
In due time.
We know where we need to go, and we're going to kill a boar first. Tuskgutter's Lair. Alright, let's fight the enemies. Direwolf.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me! You deserved it.
And end your turn with that. You are just going to charge right up and hit him with your sword. I'll stay here.
What a waste.
Aram, you're right where you need to be.
Do not falter!
Valerie, you're right where you need to be. Skin it and collect the loot. And let's continue on. And we have a bot in chat. Copy their name /ban and paste the name. There we go. Continue on our journey.
I'm tired.
Oh, someone on the road.
My strength fades.
Group of alarmed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey, you. Stop right there. Kalana, look at this one. Will you do? The group's leader lays her cold, watchful eyes on you. This one, I suppose, but I don't like his snout. She studies your companions carefully, but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic Legion, or League. Our slave died, and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It will be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one you will give. What's this Technic Legion? One very serious organization from Numeria. People with whom you better not start a fight. And who you better not bother with your foolish questions. You sure can talk. Let's see how you can fight. Big mistake. I needed to make the dwarf feel better, so I chose the chaotic version.
Last wishes.
I always intended to destroy them. Yeah, we're gonna go all out. We're gonna be resting afterwards anyway, so... Touch of Chaos.
Onwards!
This is where I step in.
Yes, this is going good. Next turn I'll actually turn you to the Valor thing. That probably would have helped. Okay, so you are a problem. We can summon more than one creature at once, so let's go ahead and do another one.
Become as dust.
Of course. And turn. Alright, the mage is down. But I can't really move off into targeting their summoner without attacks of opportunity from at least 2 creatures. Yeah, take care of the archer first. Daze. We're gonna try and daze you. Or we'll use flare. What does that do? Not really sure, but it should help.
Repent.
Let us strike as one.
Okay. It's slow going, but we're doing it. Going to try and daze you as well. And you succeeded on that.
Bring it!
We've crossed paths. It should be your undoing. Oh, I didn't give you your crossbow.
Your life ebbs low.
Well, that was disappointing.
Do not falter.
Serves you right.
Tear them apart!
I tire.
We should gather our strength.
Where's that? Oh no, I can't. Okay. I have very specific ones I can actually use. I never did equip her with that. That was with me. Let's give you some of the potions. And you, we're gonna gonna fill up your bar with potions. You're just gonna have all potions. Have those at the ready and able to use them. I'll give you a few more scrolls. There, that should be good for now. And if we set up camp now, rest and remove them from hunting, put them towards camouflage. And skip time. Resting will take, will not rest. Use rations or applying to hunter. Use rations. Okay.
I sank to such lows after my exile. I was a pathetic sot, drowning my feelings of uselessness in cheap drinks. How ironic is it that the teachings of Grotus would bring sense to my life.
Okay. Yeah, that's bad.
You deserved it.
Okay, yeah, you're going to go ahead and start that up.
They go down! Hey! Bring it!
This should do it.
Onwards! Stay behind me!
What a waste. Become as dust.
Alright.
Any last wishes?
Okay. Missed.
A calculated risk.
Missed. Go back to resting. We should have our spells and such back.
I am prepared.
Yep. Select all. And we will return to the map. And the insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic Legion have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious stolen lands. But not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First, though, we'd have to pick up the trail. To do that, let's try to find anyone who would have seen them. Success. The wilderness only seemed deserted at first glance. Wandering around the area, we met a few mushroom gatherers and hunters who told us where they'd seen our quarry. We hadn't discovered the exact location of their camp, but we were closing in. At this rate, the henchmen of the ominous Technic Legion are truly insidious. The stolen lands a mysterious thicket. But true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up the trail of those scoundrels, and soon we found their camp. Because we cannot let people that do that go. Tuskgutter's Lair. Alright, wait for her to continue. There's a custom where I'm from. A boy kills a monster in front of the elders to prove he's a man. The barbarian clears his throat in hesitation. In our tribe, girls don't get no initiation at all. So I arranged my trial myself, like in the song about Coggle the Orphan. I downed a cave lion in single combat. Here, see, got the scars from that battle. The scars I got from that battle. And do you know what the elders did after I threw the lion's skin at their feet? They invoked some formality and declared your initiation invalid. I wish. They laughed in my face. They said I scratched my belly myself and hired some man to kill the lion for me in trade for ugh. Later, they agreed my initiation, of course. They had no choice to. But she wavers in anger and spits on the ground. Must you really say it, I am in single combat? It'll take our whole party to bring him down. She examines the boar's muscular body and sharp tusks. Bah, you think I can't butcher the pig myself? Though, if the elders saw the beast was about to kill the boy, they would help him. There's no shame in that, but it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Now, you stand and watch me gutting the beast. Watch me.
Down, better ones.
Okay. We're just going to approach. Not even full speed. Seriously, just standing by. Rage and charge him. And I agree that she could probably take the boar herself. How much hit points does it have? Does it say? 64 and an AC of 13. Yeah, I think she can take it herself. Just standing by.
Bring it!
She's still doing good.
Tear them apart!
That was a good hit. Look at that.
They go down!
It's barely hanging on. No, we're gonna let you finish it. What you say? See me in action? I almost chopped its head off. Yes, a real epic battle, just like the sagas. I won't even have to embellish it for the book. That's it, trial done. Now no one dares say I'm weak. She grins and thrusts her chest out. You are a valiant warrior. Were there truly fools who doubted your strength? Some did, you know. I spit on them. No one will talk back to me now. Still, why did you want to kill this monster? You passed the test back when you were with your tribe, didn't you? It's gonna be something like we're a new tribe. Well, not just pups must pass this test. If a man is a newcomer to a tribe, he must bring the monster's hide, prove he's not weak. Her voice trails off and falls silent. I'm honored you consider me part of your new tribe. You're a strong and valiant warrior. Just don't start that. She stops, trying to choose the right words. Don't talk to me about honor and valor. I know already. She frowns and turns away. Still, I owe you thanks. You have a true chief's heart. You know what? If we meet another monster like this, I'll kill it too. Not for a test, just that nobody would ever say I'm not a warrior. Skin it, collect all. There are remains of hunters. Wand to find traps. Honey. Alright, the question now is, do we have to go back to report this or not? To find that out, we go here.
retire.
Let's camp first.
You practice so much, and always by yourself. Aren't you tired of doing the same lunges over and over again? How about we work together?
Fine, why not? It won't replace my practice. For me, the most important asset in battle is discipline, self-control, and iron will.
Camouflage failed. Are we gonna get attacked? No, we're not. That's good. We're gonna take out the very, very bad situation.
That is not far. As it should be.
You get in melee with that archer right now. Good dog. And you missed.
Let us strike as one.
You're going to approach the mage.
Bring it!
And go into your rage. And then turn. Harem. You're going to get right up in there as well. Mims. You're way far behind. You need to get up here. Oh great, our actual party members also get entangled.
Do not bullseye.
Tear them
Okay, so Entangle is a very wide area, and I want you to take a moment to remember that at least in Dungeons and Dragons, Entangle has the same radius as Fireball.
Access. Yes.
I cast Fear on her. She's gonna run away next time.
Onward!
Hey!
Your life ebbs low. What a waste.
Get in melee with the mage. Linz, you are going to now do the Inspire Courage. And you're just going to stand by there now. You're doing good. You're still under the effect of fear. Okay.
Stay behind me! Let us strike as one!
Become as dust.
Okay. We are managing. Let's daze the swordsman. We succeeded. Glare the swordsman. Or flare.
Yes.
Right, they're down to the level 1 summons.
Do not falter! Bring it!
Let's see. I don't think there's a mage left. Nope. Just
Repent.
This is where I stand.
there we go. just slowing it down. Apparently I can't just drop concentration on it. Okay, and turn.
Your life ebbs low.
That's all you need to do. Lens, you're doing your job. Talvis. Let's get over to that prisoner and free them. Oh, we had another archer over there.
Stay behind me!
Bring it!
What a waste.
And you're just going to keep there. And finally down.
Let us strike as one!
Tear them apart!
Become as dust.
That puts that whale within range. And now the dog. Right, everyone's surrounding this guy. We'll make a range attack and get an attack of opportunity from absolutely everyone. She drops her weapon and rains her hands, which are covered in blood. Mercy, don't kill me. The half-orc bares his fangs. This is how you talk now, wretch. That is how you talk now, wretch. I've wanted to do this for so long. He casts a spell on his outstretched palm. Sparks began to dance upon it. The half-elf puts a hand on his shoulder. Regungar, come now. Let her go. It's one thing to kill her in battle, but executing her unarmed, why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic Legion, or League. By her own hand she enchained us. You want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Huh, she'll just gather another band and try to catch us again. She pissed me off. I'm gonna finish her myself. Fine, fine. The victor's always right. I didn't mean to spoil the victory, but on the other hand, she deserved it. We're free! I can't believe it. Free as the birds in the sky. Phew. He holds Octavia tight, and she laughs slightly and kisses him on the lips. Thank you. You've no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Who are you? I'm Regungar, and this is Octavia. The rotten Nemarian held us as slaves, but we're no mere scavengers. You see that crowd they had guarding us? It's because we use magic, and I'm not bad with a blade when it comes to that. They're all right. We could use them on our team. What is the League? A huge man-eating spider catching all of Numaria in its webs. They're a secret society of arcane spellcasters who study ancient technology. They have eyes and ears throughout this land and abroad. It is said they even have Kavoth Kul in their pocket, the very sovereign of Numaria. They also control all the slave trade in the country. I have seen many a young treasure hunter's adventures end at the slave market. May the Technic League rot in Abaddon. There's nothing worse than a nation in which a secret criminal organization has consolidated power. Even an openly cruel tyrant is better than the infection that festers in Numaria. How did you get captured? I lost count of how many times we tried to escape. I can't name all the things we've tried. But we were caught every time. And then they'd just take us somewhere else. I don't even know who'd want to buy us. But imagine how happy we were when we learned that we were taking us to the river kingdoms where slavery is forbidden. Indeed, we tried so many times to escape, and in the end the League itself brought us to free lands. Under heavy guard, I'll grant you. If it wasn't for you, who knows where we'd go next? Of course. Octavia, what do you say? I'd be happy to join you. Okay, so what are their classes? Because honestly, you maybe not. Let's see. You are a chaotic evil. Eldritch Scion is an arcane caster. And you are a chaotic good. Wizard and rogue.
Done and done.
Okay, that is everything in this area. you have a scimitar, and you're a spellcaster of a sort. Eldritch Scion Magi, inherited Blue Dragon bloodline, so you are very good with. Oh. Light armor and weaponry. So honestly, let's put you a little further back than them. And then you're definitely going to be back here. You're a wizard and rogue. We now have someone that can deal with traps at least. And maybe I'll lock that one place. So let's take them and go back to the trading post. After all, we are starting to get a bit encumbered.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, yeah. Manage. You're good at... They're both good at cooking. Oh, Camp Camouflage, you are definitely being in charge of that. Put you on cooking and you on hunting, we should be fine. Okay.
Amiri, you are very brave. But why don't you think about what you're doing before you punch someone in the face?
Nah, if I think too much, I get a headache. And when I punch someone's jaw, it disappears.
Alright, we managed to cook properly. And we will continue on. Random encounter. Let's see how Magi fare in a fight.
Time for fun.
Okay, Octavia, you have a bow and arrow and you have acid splash. Let's use acid splash on them.
Provoked.
And you get sneak attack. Okay. Spellbook. no, let's into that there. For you, you are going to go ahead and go up to that one. And just destroy it. Bandit. I didn't get to see how a Magi fights, but having a rogue wizard with sneak attack is actually pretty decent. Okay, let's continue.
I need to catch my breath.
With a delayed smile, she inhales the smell coming from Otug's trading post. Fresh bread! I can't believe it. All this time we sat in cages and crawled in the mud. There were places in the world where they were baking fresh bread. And here we are. I bet they have clean sheets. And maybe we can even take a bath. A girl can dream. Get some rest. You deserve it. You can be sure of that. I've got years of rest to catch up on, and I'll be stuffing my face until I turn into a ball. You do so much for us. Is it because you're kind, or maybe charmed by my beauty? I'm not playing as a bard. I'm not going to try and romance any of the characters. Let's go with 3. Forget about fighting for a moment. We need a break, especially you. Alright, enough talk. Fresh bread and clean sheets await. We have additional party members. Haram is sitting by the campfire. Wait, that is a dog, but not our dog. Interesting. We have our guard friend in this one. No one up here. No one up here. So, are the two we just rescued resting inside the inn? You are supposed to tell about the Temple of this Elk. Let's do that.
How may I serve you?
Tell me about the vision you had.
That's why I'm here.
I've heard about the Temple of the Elk from a local nymph. She believes a mad druid who served the Stag Lord once performed his rituals there. It seems that's where the magic mist is coming from.
To defile the ancient shrine of Erastil, and with such unnatural magic. How could it be that this druid wasn't completely exhausted. Find the Temple of the Elk. I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself. Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
That they will. And I'm down to 17 followers? I lost some. Wonder what happened. Or were they just bots that I didn't ban right off the bat? Well, into the inn we go. No sign of the other two yet. There they are. We can't
In due
use
time.
her to unlock that. Interesting. And frustrating too. Show me your wares. We're going to sell a lot. The stock is a one-handed piercing exotic weapon with finesse. Wonder if anyone could actually wield that. For now, let's sell off what we don't need. Clear quartz. Wand of Expeditious Retreat, we'll hold on to that. A rapier. Wand of Find Traps. Headband of Vast Intelligence +2. A chain shirt +1. We've lowered our overall thing, but we have things to equip to other people. Octavia, you are a wizard. This means you are an intelligence caster and you are getting this tiara. Really, it's just a tiara. Yeah. As for you, you are something of a mid-range caster, but I'm not sure. You cannot wear metal armor. Honestly, yeah, let's give this to you. Let's put another scroll on you. Or even Enfeeblement is good. Since we have that, we're going to give you the wands and a couple of scrolls. Bless. Color spray is good. Just blind everything. Corrosive touch. I have a feeling they'll get closer to you than they will to other casters. And we are at a decent traveling weight. now. Oh, expeditious retreat. Let's remove bless then. And there we go. With that, we're going to go ahead and set out again. This time, well, no, first we're going to rest. They were saying about needing rest. That's why I'd gone in there as well. We're going to rest, we'll set out again. And then next week, we will be confronting the Stag Lord. We're probably going to have at least one battle in between then and now.
Follow my lead.
Spell combat. Just checking the options available on them a little bit. Who knows? At another time I might actually take a bit of time to I'll only take a day and a couple hours. Try this out at a lower difficulty with a different class entirely. Just see what the different classes are actually like.
I need to catch my breath.
And we will. We will. Begin resting.
Davia, what are you thinking about?
I knew it. I knew it.
Enemy approaching.
This is for you!
Missed.
Serves you right.
I'll cut you.
Okay.
Do not falter!
I'll fight if I have to.
Sneak attack. Excellent. Hey, you're not getting involved in this.
Bring it!
You deserved it.
Okay, an additional 4 damage.
Die for me.
So, cast a spell in their hand, and you can utilize it
Resting would be
in
nice,
addition
don't you
to
think?
their melee attack. Interesting.
Why did you leave your home? Do any travelling bards ever live happily ever after? Or did you hope to earn your glory, singing songs in taverns?
You don't appreciate your happiness. You've been surrounded by books, paintings, poets, and singers since you were a child. In our village, the only entertainments we had were tavern fights and harvest dance parties. I'd have died of boredom if I stayed there.
Alright, so we don't get a meal. Even with lowered chance of attack, we were still attacked. And I went to...
Together we are unstoppable.
Oh, that was a cantrip I used there. Okay. All characters. We're going to exit back out to the main map. You see, I knew we would be encountering a couple of fights. That's why I didn't make any promises of getting into the area at all today. But, all things considered, this is going rather well.
You're but a footnote in our story.
Oh, the enemy has a bard.
Onward!
Tear them apart!
You can't stop me. Any last wishes?
Alright, did good. Now it's you. Honestly, I think we can handle him with just attacks. Alright, I don't have to do anything.
Stay behind me!
They go down!
Alright. With that, we got more loot. A scroll and some other stuff. Still not over encumbered, so we're good to go next week right into it. Okay, what am I missing here?
Need to catch my breath.
There we go. Cancel. Set up a camp. Do the camp.
It feels so dreary. I want to punch someone so hard.
Easy, Amiri. There's no one to fight here, nor any reason to. I could read you something for fun if you like.
Spoiled the hearty meal. Okay, now then, without any further ado, that's going to be it for today. Switching over the scene. I want you all to have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever you're going to be up to. Oh, not that, not that. And you'll notice that my Kingdom Hearts one, the most recent, ended up being shorter than it usually is. This is only because I didn't want to get a lot further than I had been previously. I just wanted to get it there as quick as possible after a day of doing stuff. I apologize for how short it is compared to my other videos, and hope that you bear with me on that one. Going forward, after or starting possibly sometime next week, I'm going to be attempting to stream using a capture card. I need to work out everything that's involved with that, but that should limit the amount of issues I have. Either that or the Ethernet cable are going to greatly improve the streaming of all of my stuff, really. So bear with me while I figure these things out. I will be doing the test streams using Power Wash Simulator and won't be publishing them. But if you wanted to drop in to say hi in the chat, any of that, please do. They're not going to be officially scheduled. They're not going to interrupt my regularly scheduled streaming. And let's see, tomorrow we're playing Return to Moria. So look forward to some dwarf time. That's going to be all. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.